I was just looking at my videos here. The last video I put up with an update on my new graphic novel that I'm working on. It was on the 17th of February. So like, I've got nearly 3 pages done now. Like, which considering I'm doing everything and have a full time job, and I'm doing doing a lot of videos and reading comics, it's not bad. But I guess that's what three. How many days is that? Like, if I look at the calendar, so I put that up one. That's not too bad, is it? A week, over probably 2 weeks. I probably got two pages done in 2 weeks. Now these pages are not finished. I'll show you what I mean now in a second. But essentially, I think it was about time to drop a video on my progress. Don't know how long this is going to take to do. It's it's just something I'm going to work on. I have become very disillusioned with indie comics, and it's more just how hard it is, like how hard it is to make a book, how hard it is to get it out there, market it. Now I feel like when I just started to do videos and talk about other comics, like that's really helped me probably get awareness out about me, or that I'm reading comics or whatever. Like, and most people probably don't even know that I'm doing a book, like, but I am doing a book, and this is a video all about the book, and I'll keep it short. But it's funny, even talking about before I begin talking about the videos, I was just looking at the views on all the videos. Like, obviously this is a tiny channel, but like probably out of all my videos I've done, there was one that had a slightly negative description, and it's gotten the most views. It's just weird, isn't it, how how the internet or the human mind works. Like this one here: don't watch if you want to avoid a 47-year-old man ranting about a comic book. So yeah, people seem to be really into looking at that video. But anyway, my story, which I've started on, my grand plan is to have a huge expand. Like, this is the thing, so many people come out there with their big grand plans, and they spend so much time on all their designs and everything that's going to happen without a single page showing. Like, and I think that's the worst way to be an indie comic book creator. What I think you need to do, and actually I want to just go back to a snippet from Hellboy here for a second. What you need to do is just start. Just literally start, right? Start on your pages. So like, here's my 3 pages. I already shared this, like, but my character designs was like the first panel. I just drew these characters in. I had an idea that I wanted a few of these kind of generals from a gang back in the 70s in New York. Like, I didn't really get, like, when I was drawing the first panel, I was trying to just get references. I done it, went on to the next panel, tried to get more reference. Like, didn't really know much about the characters. The general idea was an Irish witch who has come across to New York, and she's searching for an ancient artifact that somehow ended up in this ghetto. Like, I don't know if I'll bother with naming the actual ghetto. Like, it's more just the idea of the time and the location. And essentially, is this loading? I just wanted to show people about, I think my laptop is a bit, it struggles a bit with with recording videos and doing a few tasks at the same time. But I just noticed this at the end of this Hellboy. Like, I done a video of the end of Hellboy Seed of Destruction, and what there was here was, at the end, I just read a bit, just made me think of my own comic in a way, and how everybody should do their indie comics. I'll probably title this book the number one tip when you're creating an indie comic. And this is Magnola with some old images, and he literally says here, but I'll have to go in closer, it's quite small, below, I first envisioned Hellboy as a theme book, but I couldn't come up with a name for any of the other characters or the theme. Hellboy's in the process of mutating from that first drawing into the guy we know and love today. Look at the size of his neck. Like, so I think what I got from that was Mignola really hadn't figured out everything at the start. He probably just went with it and rolled with it, and like organically over time the story appeared. And like, I think this approach is the best way if you're short on time and resources. Like, if you're a millionaire and you've got all day just to work on comics and there's no pressures, well then yeah, by all means go off and research and draw up loads of stuff. There's no like big time pressures. But for me, I find this is the best thing because you can kind of pull on your momentum then. Like, and I'll just talk about some of the pages here. Like this page was me trying to flesh out, like the colors are still rough, you know. I want to at some point, and they're a bit, I don't know, the shading on this character's face, like these are not the main characters, but these are kind of pivotal characters in the story. These would be the three kind of generals of this gang, like, and or gang leaders or whatever. Like the main leader is this guy Dutch, and then there's Laser and Samson. Right now, I just came up with those names after I drew them. Like, I kind of liked them, and essentially this page here is the witch comes down from the top of a building. She lands. The lads here are getting their guns ready. Like the dialogue, you're gonna know that they're moving in on another gang. Like, and then you see here the witch has a connection with Dutch. Like, you know, they've got the same eye glow. But what I wanted with the dialogue, I want to make it so that no one can see the witches there. Like, and then here they're coming up. This is the rival gang. They're called the Dirty Boys. Like, and they're literally coming up here to take them out, like, you know. And what I want to portray here is even this guy, he's kind of on watch, like he can't even see them coming, like, you know. There's a lot of mysticism and magic here, like, and you've got, I don't know, I think when I drew this, all the guys here creeping up, like, I started to like the characters, you know, and start to think more about them and stuff, like, and just to see like Samson, obviously he's going to be the big tough strong guy. Laser, he's going to be more just I don't know, he'll probably be the smartest of them all, I'm thinking. And then obviously you've got the boss Dutch, like, he's going to have the ties with the witch, like, and like he'll be the most respected character amongst these. And then this, I think I had a low res, like this looks, when I zoom in there, it looks a bit blurred. This is the other, now this is far from finished, but I just wanted to put an update there. I'm kind of struggling with doing everything. I just get bored, and, you know, I'm trying to cut corners and then stuff looks shit, and I'm like, no, I have to do it properly. But essentially what I wanted was a series where Samson is like sneaking up here, then eventually this guy sees it and he gets punched down off of the steps going up into the building, like. And then I just wanted a shot here of all the characters, you know, like Laser's going to be chilling back here, just keeping an eye out on things. And then we'll see the witch's power now come into play when they go into the building, like, with Dutch and Samson. I'm looking here, his arm looks really long. I might have to pull that back a little bit, like. But like, look, yeah, there's lots of dialogue to be done. The coloring here is very kind of rough around the edges, but this page was heavily influenced from reading Hellboy, I think. Like, I just wanted to try and add in some stronger silhouettes and stronger blacks. I don't know, because sometimes I like detail and then it gets too much, or you add, like, look at all this cross hatching here, like that style there looks quite different to there's no real hatching on this page. And I think because of, I spent more time on the composition here and thinking about where the characters are. Like, the composition is not perfect, but I kind of wanted to try and fit everyone in, have someone a bit up close, like, you know, Laser hanging back here, just watching the rear as they go in to take on this rival gang, like. But yeah, I'm still figuring stuff out, and, you know, digital's fun because you can kind of work stuff around, and I don't know, like, I think I can bring this up a level with some more colouring, but it's hard to get excited about colouring sometimes. I just wish I wish I had someone that I could pay that was really good. But like, this is it. This is the fucking challenge of indie comics. Like, it's so hard to get shit done, really, unless you've got all that money, like. But look, I'll leave it at that. So yeah, look, if you are interested in this, yeah, subscribe to the channel, because this is where I'm going to do most of the updates, and you can follow me along. Like, I really, if I manage to finish this story, and if I manage to get enough like subscribers and enough interest, I will crowdfund it. But I think you're wasting your time crowdfunding a book unless you've got like a decent amount of support and a decent amount of readers or customers, whatever you want to call it. So so we'll see how it goes. I've got a playlist in there for all the Ghetto Witch stuff if anybody's interested in looking at the previous videos. But yeah, look, thanks for your time, folks.